I'm gonna hit the record button, not the live button. Hello and welcome to Quest Complete. Today we're joined by the wonderful, the infamous, Lazy. I got my partner Benny here today, also known as Benny. And we're gonna be talking about some Souls games, some soft games, some from software. What do y'all got on your minds today? What are we doing? What are we talking about? What is going on?
I think the easiest starting point would be favorite bosses.
Sure.
Who's gonna start?
Do you want me to?
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so
Why
many.
Are we doing this in order, like DS1 first?
Let's just go do whatever.
There's
We don't need
Demon
an order.
Souls too.
There is Demon Souls 2.
Oh,
Can we leave it for later?
Demon Souls? I mean, we don't even have
Yeah.
to talk about Demon Souls.
doesn't really.
50 people just got triggered.
Well, they can trigger all they want. Discord's down the link below. Twitter's there. Go ahead and hit me up with your triggers.
I love how you mentioned a very small number. You're like, oh, I feel for them, but also insult them again. Yes, the 10 people got really angry.
Where it is relevant to what we're talking about, but I feel like the games that came out more recently are far more relevant just in terms of mechanical design.
Technically, Demon Souls came out 1 year ago.
You can take your 1 year and shove it right up there, Lazy. That game came out in 2010, and we all know it.
2009.
Yeah.
I played it in 2010.
Okay.
Got the greatest hits
Well,
in the red box. 2010.
So one way we could do it is we could like pick a game, and then just go around and do everyone's favorite bosses, and then we could move on to the next one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like favorite bosses, least favorite bosses, and favorite areas.
Sexiest bosses.
So
If there is one,
Yes.
sure.
You never seen
So
how
DS
Valstad is jacked. He is fucking jacked, man. He's gotta be like the sexiest boss in the whole series.
Who?
The guy with the hammer in Dark Souls 2. Oh, Lazy.
Which one is it?
Oh, Lazy. He's in the tomb. He's in the freaking...
The name. Give me the name.
Give me the name, Valstad.
Oh.
With the pointy helmet, and he's got the bell, and he does the miracles.
Yes, I remember. One before Vendrick.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dark Souls 1 first.
Sure.
Ben, you wanted to start?
Oh yeah, sure. So I haven't beaten Dark Souls 1 all the way through, but I've gotten.
Damn it, Ben.
One Lord. Well, it's like every time I end up getting to Bed of Chaos, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, the second half of the game is like falls off.
It's bad. Well, not bad. It's rough. It's rough. But actually, since I played through this since the beginning a lot, I would say after getting rid of the dogs, I actually kind of enjoy Capra Demon.
What?
What the hell?
What?
If you when you're fighting him, it doesn't actually suck that bad. I'm not saying he's good. I'm saying it's actually not as bad as people say he is.
Are you taking the arena into account?
And the camera. And the tree.
See,
and the unblockable machete attack.
okay, let me say this. In perfect circumstances, so you're not in the back of the arena, you're in the front, and you're just fighting him without the dogs, he doesn't suck.
So basically, the fight is won or lost in first 2 seconds. You're either getting killed by the dogs or not.
If you have a fast weapon, you just slap the dogs because they come at you first. If you have a slow weapon, you have to run up the stairs and start praying.
Quelaag is actually really great.
No, Quelaag is really good. Like, her safe zones are just, like, perfect.
Very good positioning-based boss with fun rolls and stuff to get through. Also, obvious other reason, but we're not going to say that.
Sexiest bosses?
I gave her number 3. Got me Valstat, then there's the one with the feet, and then there's her.
You mean Priscilla?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
I forgot she was in there. I haven't fought her. Because every time I go through there,
You don't have to.
Yeah, totally optional. But I need those dragon scales, so I usually fight her.
I don't, so that's probably why.
Yeah, and I always do the turkey head run now. I always run straight down the Great Hall, grab me turkey head and the dragon greatsword, and start pumping points into strength.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Sif, probably.
Sif is
Everyone
another really
likes
good one.
Sif. Especially with the lore behind him and Artorias.
And plus he's a dog. Everybody loves dogs.
And I didn't even know that you can find him in the DLC.
Yeah, you summon him in. He's like a little tiny Sif because it's back when he was a puppy.
You can summon him for the Menace fight, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, do you know about the special cutscene?
Yes, the cutscene changes if you kill Menace first and then kill Sif, right?
Yep. I think it's.
Yeah.
I think some people say it's easier to do New Game Plus, but I think if you're skillful, you can. Well, no, because you can wait to do Sif, right? Because you only have to do Sif before the 4 Kings.
4 Kings, yes. Because you need the ring.
The ring.
Dude, I think I suppressed my memory of Sif because how sad I was. God damn, I almost forgot about that boss. God, that's a really good boss.
Yes, Lazy.
I was gonna say 4 Kings.
4 Kings is
I
alright.
really like 4 Kings.
It's definitely like a roll fight. I don't know if you can you tank that if you have a decent shield?
Yeah, it's just basically a DPS check. And I like that because it requires you to be skillful.
It is also just like a skill check for the most part too, because you really do have to kind of practice your spacing and your rolling. It's not my favorite fight just because of how confusing it can be and how if you can't kill them quickly, it just kind of becomes a downhill snowball of death. So
I like the aspect of it that you're just jumping into the abyss and you have to figure out that you have to wear the Artorias ring. I was like standing on these stupid stairs for 15 minutes on stream and figuring this out, scrolling through my equipment.
Excellent game design, gentlemen. Excellent peak game design. Let's not tell the players anything. They're smart. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Miyazaki, thanks.
And I was gonna say, it's 4 Kings only if you're playing melee. If you're playing magic, it's 1 or 2 Kings.
Essentially, yeah. It's like, what is it? You do the soul beads and the soul spears. Like, okay, next king. Who's next?
And I watched a video, and this boss has a weird mechanic because there's a invisible floor, right? They are standing on something, and if you're wielding a halberd, it actually hits them twice through first their model and then through the ground. That's why the Black Knight halberd is so good versus them.
Well, that thing's just crazy OP in general. Like it's like how much it weighs, how much damage it outputs, the stats you need in order to use it, and you got it on your first try, your first playthrough.
Yes.
Fucking A, man.
Well, that's great.
What can I say? The lag build.
Yup. Anybody do Calamite?
Yes, I have him on my list.
I do really like Calamite.
Anything else?
Iron Golem's fun. It's a nice little nod to Tower Knight.
I mean about Calamite.
What about Calamite? It's just fun. There's not really much to say about him. He's got an eye on the middle of his forehead. That's pretty cool.
You haven't fought him, have you?
I like the cutscene with the blacksmith that shoots him down.
Right. He's fucking blind too. He's just like Unga Bunga Bo Go.
Go is just
doesn't even look. Doesn't even look.
Fun fact: someone killed Calamite without the cutscene.
Yep.
Yeah.
A speedrunner.
Yep.
I think they got the rundown pretty small too, actually.
You know, it's crazy how many times they had to refine that run, like from like the 1.0 OG run to like 2.0, 3.0 to 4.0. Like it just kept getting better and better until it's like we're not guessing anymore. This is definitive. It works. I love seeing that shit.
But no, I do kind of like how it's one of the early. I haven't fought him. I'm going to clarify that. I'm just going off of what I've seen of him.
Oh.
He's optional too, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, DLC.
He's essentially like the Lawrence of that game.
Lawrence? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Lawrence. Yeah.
Because in Ben's world, everything is Bloodborne.
It's just
Dark Souls or Bloodborne isn't like Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bloodborne, I saw a guy walking around with a wagon wheel shield. I'm like, how do I get that? I want that.
That sounds sick.
It does sound sick.
But no, it is nice to see. Because from what I can tell of what people said and what I've seen of him when you fight him, it's really cool to see Miyazaki taking notes from some of the positioning-based combat that we know really well in Monster Hunter, and like going through tells, going for the tail, learning the hitboxes and stuff like that.
No,
I know
seriously.
that's still a Dark Souls thing to do, but
well,
it feels like it takes a lot of that good DNA.
Well, fighting what's-his-face dragon on like the back of the horse, I was like, all my years of hunting Rathaloses has prepared me for this exact moment. You're like, shit, you're not. That's exactly what it was like.
And big plus for it being a good dragon fight.
No, seriously. Yeah, no, it's not like Sin or what's-his-face or Medir. You're just like, oh god, he's all the way over there, and oh god, he's lasering, run! Fucking Sin's the worst though. If the fire doesn't kill you, then you're poisoned. You're just like, DS2 poison. I'm already dead, but I just have to wait.
You forgot about the worst one.
Which one?
The ancient dragon.
The what?
Ancient dragon.
Which one is that?
Oh,
the one you can
right?
DS2. You can talk to him.
That one's not too bad.
What? He has like.
You just hang out.
HP.
Well, yeah. Well, what kind of weapon? Kind of weapon were you using?
What was I using?
What? Were you just your bare fist?
Some kind of axe. No. A banded axe.
Oh, well, you were using a banded axe. It still took you 10 hours to kill him.
Like 5 minutes. Good 5, because it's like RNG too. Because if he decides to just fly up, you can't do anything.
Essentially,
and you have to run towards him.
Well, the trick is you hang out by his back feet and you cycle the feet, and then with his tail for flying is super easy. So you just run left or right.
I just got terrible RNG.
That's fair. Yeah, sometimes his AI is super weird, especially if you hit him on the head before you start the fight, and he's just like, I guess I'm flaming for no reason. I'm like, oh, why?
Okay.
At least he doesn't poison you.
Sorry for bringing up DS2 now.
I don't know. I did that.
Okay.
It's all my fault.
Another boss that probably everyone loves is Ornstein and Smo.
Who are those people? And where are they?
In Anor Londo.
Oh.
They keep...
Yeah, because they haven't got past the fight yet.
Man.
I can't tell you. Every time I start a new Dark Souls run, I do Ornstein and Smo. I'm just like, yeah, all right, cool. I beat Dark Souls, and I stopped playing.
Yeah, kind of.
Just that fight takes so much out of me. I'm just like, I don't want a Dark or Soul anymore.
I think all I have to say about this is a gang fight done right. Because you can use the environment to hide.
That is true.
And it's a perfect mix of speed and power. That's about it.
Yeah, good ebb and flow too, because of how Smo will do something very slow, but then Ornstein will follow up fast. So if you correctly position one of their attacks, you can then roll the other one, if you time things correctly. So it's a very good knowledge-based fight, which sadly means it is pretty damn rough first time. So
I usually just run around and poke him in the cankles with a katana.
The only aspect of the fight I don't like is the buggy Ornstein charge.
Yeah, the weird-ass tracking.
Like, get trapped on the pillar and just float.
That's my favorite part, because then you get to slap Smo in his fat cankles. You're like, ha! You can't do nothing about this one.
And what's even funnier, the Super Ornstein can do the same thing, and it's even funnier.
I usually kill Ornstein
huge
first.
Guy stuck on a pillar.
I don't think I've ever killed Smo first.
I've done both for some reason.
Oh, because you had to go through New Game Plus.
I think I killed Ornstein on my first playthrough first.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of weird because I killed Smo in my New Game Plus, and it was much easier.
Totally fair.
I hear that a lot myself.
So Dark Souls 2 now, right?
I'm gonna bring up some.
Oh, go for it.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more bosses, but I'm gonna just tell you.
Oh my god! You got 3 whole bosses?
We don't have to talk about them all. I'm just gonna say.
No. What are they? I'm interested now.
Artorias,
hell yeah.
Manus, Nido, and Gwyn.
Which one's Nido?
Nido is the Covenant leader, the one after Tomb of the Giants, the worst area.
What's in front of me? Oh no! I gotta go and put more points into strength so I can one-hand this giant fucking sword. I need a lantern now.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Nido is you jump into the fight and lose like 1/3 of your HP.
That's some bull.
Just because the devs thought it was a good idea.
Well, fall damage is way overcaked in Dark Souls. Like, Demon Souls has probably the best fall damage, where it's just like, if you fall from a certain height, it's like insta-kill, but if you just fall a little bit, you just a little bit damage. Dark Souls 2 is probably the weirdest, where it's based off of your equip load, so how heavy you are depends on how much fall damage you take. It's like, alright, it's time to get naked again, every time you want to do a jump.
Meanwhile, in Elden Ring, you can just
I'm falling like around 5 stories, and I'm just like, how am I alive?
So far, I think I only took damage once from like falling in Elden Ring.
Yeah, no, seriously. I jumped off this huge pillar. I'm just it's good.
Okay, now, we can talk about also least favorite bosses if you want.
Yeah, I just have bosses I like. The other bosses are just kind of eh.
Or maybe one worst. That would be
Capra Demon.
Quick. Capra Demon.
Ceaseless Discharge is also pretty annoying, especially if you if you just hang out in the corner for a second. It's just like, I gotta vomit now. It's like, but what about me?
I would say Moonlight Butterfly and Bed of Chaos.
Yeah, Moonlight could have been better, considering you have to wait for it to come down to the perch to actually hit it.
It's just like you're waiting at a bus stop for 30 seconds.
Essentially, yeah.
Get along. Did I look at the wrong time on the bus schedule? What the hell?
No, seriously.
You guys wanna mention like your favorite areas?
I'm gonna be real. I like the atmosphere of like the forest area, in contrast to the boss not being that fun.
The garden.
Yeah, I like the stone guardians. Those guys are really neat, and their weapon is really damn cool.
Oh, the stone greatsword. Yeah, stony baloney, I like to call it.
I think my favorite ones is Firelink Shrine, obviously.
Oh hell yeah.
Ash Lake and Anor Londo.
Yeah, I like the Great Hollow and I like Ash Lake. Purely for aesthetics, Great Hollow sucks to walk through. Because when you're done with all the frogs spitting acid in your face, you got mushroom people that come and gank you. It's like, oh boy.
And it's so easy to die of fall damage.
That is true.
I also like...
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I do unironically really love Anor Londo, but I also ironically love it because I can use Flying Buttress in a sentence because that's how you get to the how you get to that inside area. That architecture you have to walk on is a Flying Buttress because it's a real thing. So,
okay.
I'm mature.
Yeah, Ben over here busting out his knowledge of architecture. Oh, one of it.
Unironically though, I really like the contrast of the lighting and the mood, because everything else has been kind of dirty and gross, but this place is clean and well kept and bright.
And what's also cool is if you kill Gwendolyn or Guinevere, the sun just disappears.
It's so spooky.
And the Firekeeper wants to kill you as well.
Oh.
Yeah, you always gotta
Gwendolyn kinda
spank that
sucks.
gank. You know what I'm saying?
So, Deluge, you probably want to move on to your favorite game.
Yes, let's talk about Dark Souls 2 for a few hours. So,
Grab some tea.
you go right ahead. I'm gonna go put some popcorn in the microwave. It's gonna be a long one. Oh no, Dark Souls 2 though. Like, let's start off with our favorite weapons for Dark Souls 2. Anybody who's got a favorite? Who's got like? It's not like a fancy OP weapon, but it's just something that's like really niche and you just think is fun.
The Greatsword and the Fume Ultra Greatsword.
Those are normie weapons, Lazy.
God damn it.
Yeah, what did you ever use like the Black Witch staff or anything?
Nope.
Oh,
I just breezed through the game.
Ah, okay. So you're one-time Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, then those are good picks. Those are good picks. For me, I gotta say it's probably like Pate's Spear is really cool because spears are just crazy OP because they just continuously hit for some reason. I don't know why they do that, but and the hitbox is like the size of like a freight train, so you just poke in front of you and it hits everything. Black Witch's staff mainly because it can cast all types of spells. So if you do like a 30-30 build, you're basically like, I have healing, I have fire, and I have spells. Nobody can stop me now. And the scaling's actually pretty decent considering it does all of that. And then Bandit Axe. Oh my god, the Bandit Axe.
Oh, my favorite.
That thing is disgustingly good.
I beat the fastest bosses with it. Like
Yeah.
the Fume Knight and Sarah alone, I think. You wanna move on to the bosses?
Sure. Unless, Benny, you got any weapons you like from Dark Souls 2?
Oh, right.
Alright, moving on. Bosses.
God damn it.
Oh, do you have any?
No.
Alright, moving on to bosses.
Just gonna go first?
Oh, sure. Well, Dark Souls 2, everybody's like, it suffers from the whole dudes in armor thing. I'm just like, yeah, but that's where the mechanics work the best. So, like, my top three are like, oh, God. I like how, like, only one of my top three. Oh, no. Okay, so it's Valstat, Fume Knight, and Sin. Those are probably my three favorites. Like, really from design, but also difficulty. Like, Sin is just, like, I hate Sins. I hate fighting Sin so much, but it's really cool from, like, a design mechanic standpoint. But Fume Knight's just really well designed. Like, for a final DLC boss, it's just like, And then Valstat's just, he's like I think he's like mid to late-ish game, so he's not super strong, but he's really fun to fight.
Yeah, he's like pretty late before Vendrick, so I think you're in the end game, at least in the base game.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's pretty late in there.
And big plus for Fume Knight that he has a bonfire next to him.
Right? Yeah. No, don't worry. You just gotta kill all the giants before you get there again.
Yeah, not like the Serralon, if you remember.
Oh, I remember doing that run. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
That's one of the worst run-ups in Dark Souls history.
Indeed. You're just like, which direction? Left, right? Oh, my God. He's got a knife. Look out. That spits fire. It's a fire knife.
I don't know why they decided to do this, like, they wanted you to play in co-op, so they like doubled the amount of enemies in some areas.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. But
same with Iron Passage before Blue Smelter Demon.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, that place is crazy. I forgot about that place. You got casters, you got gankers, you got shit flying, you got people like. Go ahead,
bro. These casters are actually like tanky as well. So that was the worst part, because you would expect you would one-shot everyone, but no.
No.
I was so elated when I first tried the Blue Smelter Demon and I didn't have to go back there.
No, Blue Smelter Demon is still fun though, and you get a blue version of the sword that does blue things.
You know what I just realized? Both Smelter Demons have horrible run-ups. The first one is in Iron Keep, right?
Yes.
Remember that?
It's not so bad
everywhere.
if you get the shortcut. Wait, no. The shortcut lets you skip the fight entirely. Never mind.
Yeah, big if.
Yeah. Big if.
For a first playthrough, not fun.
No.
Actually, the run-up was harder than the boss fight.
Yeah, no. Whenever I get to Iron Keep, I clear it out before I do anything. Like, I'm just like, all these Alone Knights gotta go. I got like 50 sets of Alone Armor. I'm just like, hey, anybody want any Alone Armor? We'll take whatever. Just hit me up.
Wait, Ben's muted?
Yeah, he's probably drinking the drinky.
Cough. I had cough.
That's his cough button, I guess.
Yes. My bad, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Ben, any bosses you wanna mention?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go on design because I haven't played the game yet.
Go for it.
I did like the take on how it's just like, oh, what if we just gave Ornstein his own boss fight?
Oh, yeah, that's actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's called Old Dragon Rider.
Old Dragon Smelter.
And he's totally optional too. I missed him. I have to go back. I didn't even know that area was there.
To be fair, nobody wants to fight a giant dragon.
Yeah, and you like basically have to sprint through because you're gonna get hit by the fire.
Yep.
I would mention I liked Pursuer.
Pursuer is really fun.
Pursuers.
Well, he's the pursuer. He continuously pursues you.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. He's a good source of twinkling Titanite throughout your journey.
I liked Executioner Chariot, to be honest. Pretty original fight.
It's actually not that bad. It's just like, turn and scream.
But I have to mention the run-up. Do you remember the run-up?
Yeah, you got those guys with those, like, they got, like, curse weapons or whatever, and they slap the shit out of you. Oh, and then there's that red guy at the fog wall. And then there's the bridge with holes in it. And
if someone doesn't know, in DS2 you don't have iframes when you're going through the fog wall, so you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, and unless you put your adaptability up, like, it takes you 10 years to get through that fog wall too.
Yeah, and those enemies that you might have not killed them, just run past them. They're gonna catch up to you. They are so fast.
Yep.
And the guy at the very end too.
He's got like a giant honking sword. You're like, bap, bap, I have infinite poise. Like, why?
But I like the fight. There's no other fight like this, I think.
No, it's really fun. And then you get to fight the horse normally in the late game.
Yeah, in the Drangley Castle, right?
Yeah.
Just randomly, imagine a random horse in a castle.
I be honest with you, like, I would say some shit about that, but they were doing that shit back in Dark Souls 1, so I'm just like, alright.
Yeah, in DS2 they really like to catch you by surprise.
Oh no, seriously.
Like, what was
it
in
the crypt or whatever, where those guys would come out of the wall and start slapping you? I'm just like, who put this asshole in here? What's this about?
Or the Earthen Peak with the windmill, and you go up and you arrive at Iron Keep.
Yeah, first time I ever did that, I was popping life gems like crazy. I was like, how is it? But I beat her without getting the windmill. I was like, how does a normal person do this?
Yeah, and if you look at Earthen Peak and then the windmill, like, there's nothing above, and
there's not even any NPC dialogue that's all like, hey, if you fucking set that windmill on fire, easy.
Yeah.
Like, you have the laddersmith there. Why don't you just have the laddersmith like, oh man, I've been thinking about burning down that windmill. Nothing quite like a little bit of arson. Am I right, guys? I'm like, hey, you know what? If he said to do it, I'll do it. I want him to think I'm cool.
I had to outheal the poison in the boss fight because I didn't know about it.
Oof.
Any other boss fights?
Dark Souls 2? Shit,
Probably you have some.
Did you ever do the double? I was gonna say, did you ever do the double tiger boss fight?
Yes, unfortunately, I'm scarred for life.
Yeah, that's like non-stop. Like, oh man, when you run out of Estus, you start sweating like profusely. It's like,
bro. Out of all the boss fights in Dark Souls Trilogy and Bloodborne, this is the only fight that I was doing with NPCs.
Oh wow!
With summons.
To be fair, yeah, it helps a lot.
I couldn't get past the run up. This is the worst area ever. Not even close.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
If it wasn't for the run up, I guess.
True. What was it? First time I did that, I had my weapon break, and I had to like slap it to death with like my broken curved dragon greatsword. I'm just so like, please die. And
I think the second wolf actually can heal itself.
Can it?
Right? I think one of them can.
I'll be honest with you, they cast magic, so I wouldn't be surprised they could heal themselves. Like, did you ever fight any of those octopuses on the beach in Elden Ring?
Yes, I actually 20 minutes.
They'll grow out. If you give them a little bit of space, they'll grow out their other tentacle and they'll eat it and they'll heal themselves. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yes, it healed twice for me.
Oof. Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, so cut off the tentacles, don't go near the beak. I got it.
Yeah, just run circles, like basically what Dark Souls is.
Essentially, yes.
Run circles around enemies.
Yep. Get on the booty, hug the booty, slap that booty.
Dark Souls 101.
Nope.
I would mention...
Yes.
You said Fume Knight already.
I do.
So, Sir Alone, only the boss fight, not the run-up.
No, God, no. That whole area is cancer as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Although, here's the shitty thing, is I always go there early because it's got all the best loot. You got the dex ring, you've got the ring that gives you more iframes on your rolls, you've got the mask that prevents hollowing, you've got the small bird ring, you've got the freaking, that one shield that does a thing that's really cool.
You have like +6 weapons laying just on the ground.
Yeah, +7 wing spear, just there for the taking. I'm just like, hello, honey, I'm home.
I would mention Burned Ivory King, for sure.
Oh yeah. No, that's a really good one.
Yeah, the fact that you can you find this three knights, I think, throughout the area.
Yes.
And they basically join you to fight this.
Yeah, like a giant chess game, because you got the white pieces and the black pieces. It's so cool.
The entrance of the boss fight, this is like the coolest intro to a boss fight ever, I think.
It's like super hype. It's so spectacle.
Like when he goes out of this gate and the base hits you, like Jesus, this guy is gonna be tough.
Oh yeah. How many tries did it take you?
5.
5? Ah, fuck. It took me 6. My first time it took me 6.
It could be 6.
Ah.
I don't remember.
I don't. Okay. I've got a list. I've got a list of all the attempts of every boss I've ever made.
Wait, really?
No. Just certain ones stick in my mind.
I only counted the hard ones, to be honest.
That's fair. Yeah, I like that.
Fun fact, the longest I've spent on a boss fight is Crystal Sage in DS3. Because that was the first game I played.
That's totally fair. Because it's also a multi-boss fight, essentially.
Yeah. And I didn't know you could actually like throw shit at the clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd always have those throw knives, but like, get the fuck out of here. Don't come back.
And apparently there's a way to tell where the real one spawns, but I don't know.
Color. The non-real ones do like blue light.
Oh, he's got the
real one does like purple?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but
vice versa.
I mean, like, there's a cooldown when she disappears, and like the crystal patterns on the ground tell you where the real one spawns.
Oh shit, I remember that.
That's cool.
Speedrunners do it.
Yeah, I remember watching somebody do that. And I was like,
I would mention my last favorite fight is Looking Glass Knight.
Oh, good pick, because that's also a pseudo PvP fight.
Yeah, I didn't get to experience the PvP because I didn't know that he would like summon a player if I was to play online.
I'll be honest with you, you're not missing out on much. That's just like a little gimmick. It doesn't really add or subtract anything from the main fight.
And I think that summoned player can't even heal or anything.
No, they can't heal, and I think they also share HP with the boss.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool nonetheless.
Hell yeah!
Not like Half-Light in DS3.
Lols. Oh, I hated that fight so much. Everybody was so sweaty. I actually had to turn off my console, turn it back on, turn the internet off, just so I could fight normal Half-Life, so I could go through the final boss of the game. It's just like, oh my god, you guys, just tone down to sweat. I just want to beat this DLC. Oh my god, what's wrong with you people? You know, because you get like those dark builds, and you get people wearing that super optimized like Havel setup, and you get people like running like the fucking lanky, tanky, fucking paired spanky ass great swords. Yeah, the million poise build. You get the poise casting build with like what is it? They have the cestus on the offhand, so they poise, then they cast, and then they cast the spear magic, which would also then give them some poise. It's just like, what the fuck?
I think I'm done with my favorite ones. I have a lot of bad ones. If you wanna hear.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Royal Rat Vanguard.
That is a good one. I do like that one.
So there's two Royal Rat bosses. There's a Vanguard and there's Authority.
Yep.
Vanguard is the one basically with like 20 rats around you, and you.
Yep. You gotta find the one with the mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. I almost died to them because I didn't know what to do.
It took me like a good 20, 30 tries to be like, oh, it's the one with the mohawk. I thought I just had to kill them all, and then I started realizing, oh, they just keep spawning in, so something's going on here.
I just randomly stumbled upon him.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's like something ain't quite like the others with this one.
I think the Royal Rat Authority is even worse, because you have like 4... Wait, was it the rats or dogs?
They're like rats.
One big dog.
One big dog rat, yeah, and then like the little ones will like give you plague or some shit, and they'll be like a crazy poison.
They have like 2 types of toxic, so you just die in 5 seconds.
Yep,
basically.
Yeah, they have them purples on your hotbar, man.
Covetous Demon, the big, fatty, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's just kind of boring, isn't it?
Old Iron King.
Which one is that one?
You know that legendary arena?
Oh, that one! I actually like that one. Purely because of how stupid it is.
Guardian Dragon.
Which one's that?
The one, what area?
Oh, yeah, that's
the
before
one
you get to the dragon area. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's just kind of okay. I will give you that one.
One of the most disappointing, like, wyvern / dragon fights for me. I was expecting something better.
I do like that he does drive-bys, though. That is fun.
Yeah. Twin Dragon Riders, just because it's basically a maybe not a risking, but a gang fight. But you fight one Dragon Rider at the very early game, right?
Yep.
And then they give you another Dragon Rider that shoots at you and has like 0 HP, and they call it a different boss fight.
Well, the trick is you can actually break that pillar, and I think he like dies or something. I know there's some sort of weird trick to that.
Yeah, but that wasn't even hard. That was just
annoying.
Like I was just thinking to myself, well, that is a boss fight.
Oh, what about that one like that gank fight where you fight the 3 guys in like the room? There was like a little like freaking track.
That is on my list. Yes.
That that one's so fucking crazy. I was just like, not only is the run back absolute shit, full of poison with like the little things that the statues on them with the poison that move, and then you got the big worms, and then you got the guys the freaking maces, and then you get through the fog wall and you're just like, what the fuck is this shit?
That is the co-op DLC area.
Yes, it is. But you get a nice little skirt for beating them.
But basically in that fight you get like a ranged guy that shoots at you non-stop.
Yep.
Then one fast guy with daggers or something, and then the third one is Havel.
Essentially, yes. Yep. What's his face, The Rock? Johnson?
Yeah. Yeah, basically 1v3 PvP.
Yeah.
And I have my last one is Prowling Magus and Congregation. One of the most legendary fights.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I learned the pray gesture every single time. When you go to church, you gotta just start praying. Am I right?
Like, I don't know how people die to this.
I don't know either. To be fair, he does cast those lightning miracles, and not a lot of good gear has good lightning resist at that point in the game, so That's the thing that
Maybe
can
if you, I mean, the answer is probably if you don't have adaptability.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's just bad spacing, bad timing. Like, you don't really know what you're getting into. You're just like, just unbung it. I've got the Bandit Axe. What's the worst that could happen?
I guess you can get overwhelmed by those prowling guys, but...
They are hard to hit sometimes.
Yes, especially with some weapons that have no, like, verticality to the attacks.
Yeah.
Like, basically with some weapons, you know those, like, pigs or whatever that was in Bajula? I couldn't fucking kill them because I didn't reach them.
Have you tried angling the camera?
Yeah.
Even then, it doesn't help.
That's it for me in DS2.
Nice.
You wanna say anything else, Deluge?
Did you ever find that bell hat in the DLC?
Yes, I think. With, like, you mean the area with the dwarves?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
That's my favorite hat. Because you know in Dark Souls 2 there's the whole headshot mechanic, where if you get headshot you get, like, poise broken or whatever?
Yes.
It stops the poise breaking. And all it does makes a ding.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Alright. I just want to mention that I fucking hate Shrine of Amana.
I love the way that area looks, and there's not much else to love about it.
You know what's funny? That area, I heard it was nerfed.
In Scholar, yes. Yes, it was.
So fucking hard. I think the range of the mages was nerfed.
It was, and they also give you that spell parrying shield before you go there, because before you had to find that after, but you can have that before now.
I didn't use no shields, so...
Well, it's because you're not, like, you know, a sissy.
Based.
Yeah.
At least the boss fight is not so bad.
True.
And not so hard.
It's actually probably one of my favorites, mainly because it's just a big old frog.
And the name is funny, you can make fun of it, like Demon of Song, Seaman of Dong.
Demon of Sus.
I think that's about it for me.
Alright. Let's head on over to Dark Souls 3. Okay, so what's your definitive Dark Souls 3 drip? What's everybody wearing these days?
Drip?
Yeah, Benny taught me that word. Apparently it means cogs.
Jesus. I don't remember. I played it like 4 months ago.
Just say Ornstein's armor and we'll move on.
No. There was this set in the Cathedral of the Deep. With the black coat or something. No, the black cape.
Drang?
Yes.
That's a good one. I do like that one.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Bosses?
Fine.
What's your guys? Like,
I can actually
one. There's only one true answer.
Is it Gale?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Oh, shit. Be honest with you, I gotta say Dragon Slayer armor.
I have him on my list too.
Oh, or the Twin Demons boss fight? That was super good. Like, my God.
Demon Princess?
Yes!
Oh, that one was actually tough.
Yeah. I like you get like a different demon depending on which one you kill.
Yeah, that was actually... And like they are on a cycle as well, so... You have to be on your tippy toes all the time.
This isn't regular Orc Stevens mode. This is advanced Orc Stevens mode.
Yeah,
Similar
pretty
principle.
advanced. Pretty advanced.
My personal favorite is definitely Champion Gundyr.
Oh, have it on my list too.
The old parry boss fight.
Because he goes from being like the parry spam cakewalk with like firebomb spam in the end to actually being kind of challenging and really forces you to learn positioning and know how to space his attacks way better, and just being a fun all-around fast and difficult boss fight.
And he has one of the coolest moves, like this charge.
Yeah, I love his like badass hip check.
Looks like he's like running at you to fuck your shit up.
It's quite terrifying.
Basically. And the screen is going like all blurry when he does that as well to like emphasize the speed.
Oh shit. What was that? What's that one boss fight for all y'all's in Dark Souls 3? It was just like, I can't do it. It's too hard.
Nameless
Then you do it. Really?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
You know what? Probably I spent a good chunk of time on him.
He is a hard one. Because he's 2 phases, and then his second phase is like, oh no. It's actually starting now.
He's optional for a reason.
True. Well, the best ones usually are optional.
True. Yeah. Maybe not in the DLC. What was it called? Grave Tender? The one with 3 wolves and then the one big wolf before 3?
Yeah. The one guy with the sword and shield?
Yes. Basically PvP.
Yeah,
that guy. That was fun and interesting. And I just played Pyromancer and I killed him like 5 minutes. Yeah.
But the soundtrack,
oh yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Well,
that
I think we all know the real reason we do that fight for the crabs. No, it's for the champion's ashes, so we can do fucking PvP in the arenas. What's one boss fight that gives you trouble in Dark Souls 3, Benny?
In general or like first time?
In general.
I personally seem to get stuck on. Oh god, name.
What area? What does it look like?
Sludgy boy who has Gwendolyn on the end of him.
What's his face? The demon
lord.
I know, Aldrich.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Aldrich. Because he just has very odd things to remember, and if you kind of like F up the spacing just a little bit, you can kind of get screwed over in like 2 hits. So
true.
I'd say
and it's very RNG based.
Oh, true.
Yes.
If you keep spamming the arrows, you're fucked.
Essentially, yes. And you're running in circles, and you're like jumping, you're diving, you're like, oh god.
I will say one thing. Madeir is overrated difficulty-wise. Just a little bit.
Probably, because he just has so much HP.
Yeah.
True. That's basically the difficulty of the fight.
Yeah, honestly, he's fun. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad fight. It's just he's not the hardest fight in the game. Personally.
And I think you can not cheese him, but if you're good enough, he gets staggered, and you can kill him. Skip a third of his health.
Yep. Yeah, it takes a quarter HP cut.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
But you really have to be on point with your damage.
Oh yeah. All right. So what's your weapon in Dark Souls? So you just pick up, you're like, this is it. This is the one.
That was my first game, so I basically went with the straight sword because it was
OP, crazy OP.
Yeah, basically.
And then they nerfed it, and it's still crazy OP. Well, it's just really good now, but it used to be like it would stagger everything. It would deal way too much damage. It was super fast. I remember that shit.
I really liked when I beat the game and was screwing around with various weapons. I really liked the Gale greatsword.
That is a very interesting one. What about you, Benny?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Freed Scythe.
Oh, so the normie pick. I'm kidding. I see that weapon all the time in PvP.
It was just very convenient because it went with a quality intelligence build that I already had with the Moonlight Greatsword. So it was very fun. But it was just fun.
Yeah,
right?
No, it's a fun weapon. I've used it. I know what the appeal is. It's a fun weapon. For me, it'd probably be the Hollow Slayer. I love that Dark Souls 2 Greatsword moveset.
I was using that one too.
Oh yeah, I love it. And it's also got the poke. It's got the Greatsword poke. Really love to have that.
And plus 20% damage to hollows.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
You're stupid.
No, stupid OP, I mean.
But you're stupid OP.
Thank you.
No problem, buddy. Well, do you want to talk about Bloodborne a little bit?
Oh, you're good. You want to move on already?
I was about to say we haven't been on DSV
Oh,
very long.
we're almost at 50 minutes now.
We can extend it.
All right.
And like I said, if I have to go, I can hop out, but you guys can continue on.
Works for
We
me.
keep going though.
I was gonna say you mentioned Freed. I have PTSD when it comes to Freed. She was kicking my ass.
The feet, man. The feet are so distracting. Who walks in the snow with their bare feet? I'm just like, what is wrong with this chick?
Bro, when I like watched the speedrun of it, I felt so like stupid. Actually, like I didn't know you can backstab her.
You can also parry her in that phase.
Yeah, and you can like in the third phase when it's called Black Flame Freed, right?
Yes.
She does her like copy of Lady Maria, basically the Black Flame circle, and it goes like
there are comparisons to be drawn there. Yes.
Yeah. So you can actually just walk behind her and backstab her.
I remember that shit. That shit was so tight.
I don't really like Freed for one reason. It's basically a DS3 a Bloodborne boss in a DS3 setting.
Yep. Yeah.
With that, phases as well.
That quick step is so quick.
Like I can't hit her with my straight sword. My straight sword's too straight, and the quick step's too quick.
I actually changed my build to fight her.
I remember that. Would you go with like the? Would you were
Sword twin blades?
Yeah, I was gonna say you were using something else. You went over to the twin blades, the OP twin blades.
I was done with her.
Damn, man. Well, at least you didn't bust out the double axes. Those are crazy powerful.
Double axes?
Yeah, it's the Wing Knight axes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think they have a little less range, but I feel like they're pretty solid. I think they're better if you infuse them or something.
About Freed, I don't like that you can like basically iframe 5 hits in a row, and then you go for a punish, and she just quickstep and says "fuck you."
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
So yeah, that if that wasn't a thing, she would be up there with my favorite ones, but no.
Nope.
What about Abyss Watchers?
Yeah, those aren't too bad. I mean, they're early games, so they don't have a whole lot of HP.
I love the music.
That is, the music, man.
I do appreciate the dynamic interaction with the different Abyss Watchers, how it kind of shows that it's not just a cutscene that they're fighting each other, like, oh no, one spawns and they will try to like fuck the other one up. So that's very, very good.
It's basically like Artorias was a Abyss Watcher as well, right?
Yes. Or he's the first.
Yeah.
Then they got fat and they started calling him the Obese Watcher.
Okay. Twin Princess, what do you think?
I honestly, that's one that really keeps you on your toes, because not only do they excel at like long range, they also have a lot of close range stuff, and he also teleports. I mean, at least he's a giant, but like he's also crippled, so he's on his knees, so you can at least hit him pretty consistently.
And it's one of those fights that you just circle around.
Yeah, essentially.
And the one aspect of this fight I don't like, there's a shit ton of chairs around the arena.
Yes.
And one, you can they can block your roll, and you can roll into them by accident. They will destroy, but they will disrupt your flow. And another thing is the princess teleport, right?
Yes.
And there's a bug where they will teleport on top of a chair, and you will lose your lock on.
What about when they teleport to the exact same spot they were already at?
That is a classic.
Yeah. I always love that. It's like, oh, good, I don't have to run anywhere. But look out, that greatsword's coming in fast.
Good fight, though.
Oh, hell yeah. I just wish that we got like a miracle that would reproduce that that multi spear hitting thing. That was really cool.
Anyone likes Soul of Cinder?
It's good. It's a really good way to end out the main campaign.
I really wish he had a cutscene.
I feel like he lacks personality.
Yeah, that's one thing, because if he had a cutscene, I think he would be much better. It's like mechanically, it's one of the best fights for sure.
Oh yeah.
So varied, so many phases. I don't even know how many like modes he can go into. Like he has a straight sword, a curved sword, a spear, staff. What else?
Oh, does he also have a bow or something? Because I remember he's shooting lightning or something.
Yes, he can shoot lightning at you. And he can buff himself as well.
Yeah.
And then he goes into Gwyn mode, and my god. My god, is that fight so fun.
What's
He's
cool,
basically
you
pulls
can...
flown passage out of his ass. No, seriously, that's exactly what that looks like.
What's cool about the Gwyn combo, the 5-piece, there's this huge explosion at the end. You can iframe through it, which is pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Actually, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but the timing is super weird.
Right? Well, it's like Rom's explosions.
Whose explosions?
Rom.
Oh, Jesus.
No, not
especially
Jesus. Rom.
In Chalice dungeons, especially.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna talk about Gale a little bit?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can't not talk about Gale. Oh, we could, but we shouldn't.
What?
Okay, what's your take on him?
Me?
Both of you.
He fucking...
I can go first.
Oh, man, he's... Oh, Benny.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to be too mean on him, but one thing I will say is he does feel a little bit like Ludwig in the sense of how he functions, because he feels a little bit more rabid in first phase and then more controlled in the second phase.
I can see that.
I do appreciate after hits, because I feel like after hits add a lot of challenge, because you can't just roll the first hit, you need to position too. You can't just dodge.
And you cannot roll with the weapon.
No.
Yes.
With the attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always
So
rolling through. Maybe double up those rolls just in case.
I love, because I had to work on getting through that fight one of the last times I played, because it was the first time I beat all of the game by myself. One of my favorite things to do was when he did the rings that went out and then come back in, right? Learning the timing on when the rings come back, I actually like blind rolled back through them. And it felt so good learning that timing. So good. But it was like, it took ages. I died to that move all the time.
So apparently there's a trick to the rings. You can just run in his face, and the rings are not gonna hit you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And same thing with his crossbow. If he pulls out his crossbow randomly, you can just run into it, and it will go through you, but not damage you.
Interesting.
Weird.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I watch a lot of like challenge runs and speed runs, so I try to like keep in mind some cool strats.
Hell yeah.
That's fair.
Anything else?
Is very cool.
You ever see the guy bite Gale unarmed, then kill him with his own lightning?
It took him like several hours, right?
It took him 45 minutes.
Oh, maybe that's a different one.
It is a different one. I'm talking about the run Tolo did.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's fucking legendary. They're right in the middle of the fight because it's the live stream. So right in the middle of it, they're like, fight him unarmed. It's like, okay, so he unequips his weapon. It's like, and then it gets like down to like 2 HP or something. He's like, kill him with his own lightning. He's like, okay. And he does it.
Huh.
He just fucking does it.
I also like how the fight is getting like progressively crazier. First, it's like one-on-one, basically sword fighting. Then it's like I think he uses all the souls he possesses. I think
something like that.
I don't know if it's
blood
like
of the dark energy. That thing. Yeah. Your dark soul. He said it. He said the thing.
He said it. And then he like uses all the souls and like releases them at you just for your soul.
Well, of course.
It is pretty cool.
What I also like is
Oh, I like that the hit effects for like the ghosts and the spirits look a lot like the Executioner's gauntlets or like Arius's spells from Bloodborne.
Yeah, actually.
Very cool.
What I also like is the setting. It seems like it's in the future, and the world is like no more. Basically,
True.
it's you, and him.
Yep. He ate everybody. He cracked the damn egg that was holding the whole world together, man.
Because basically you see him in the cathedral before Freyd's DLC,
Yep.
and you can even summon him for what? For Freyd?
Yep.
Demon Princes as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he's all the way
other.
through the freaking ash pit or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you like see him, and he's huge. Like he consumed so many souls that he grew that big.
Oh, it's thick.
I didn't even notice that it was the same guy at first.
Yeah, I can see that. He's put on some gains.
I mean, the music is godlike in every phase.
It's true.
I think that's about it. Oh, I also like that the fight has a rhythm to it.
I still kind of just like that he looks like a dog man in the first phase, really like jumping around like an animal.
And he's growling.
Yeah, I think he's on his all fours or something, if I remember.
Yeah, for most of the first phase at least.
I also liked his. I think it's in phase 2 or 3. He has like a huge jump. You know that attack?
Oh yeah.
Like it's so cool.
He comes back down. He's like, yeah, and comes back down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And go through like the half of the arena or something.
Oh, you're talking about the poke?
Up, basically. About what?
About the poke? Where he fucking pokes at you?
No. I'm talking about like a huge leap he does.
The one that jumps up into the air after his like multi-hit combo?
No. That's a different one.
Is it? Are you talking about final phase?
Maybe.
Alright.
Okay, that's it for me and Gale.
It's true. That's it. That's all she wrote.
I like the music in... Oh.
Yeah? Go on.
I like the music in Medeir's fight. I like the kind of tragic sounding piano. Not piano. The tragic sounding strings.
I think all the DLC music is like exceptional.
Yes.
It's
well,
true.
as usual.
Even Gravetender has a banger.
Well, to be fair, as in like Bloodborne, the worst DLC fight has one of the best songs. So it's just a weird thing that happens sometimes.
You mean Living Failures? That's the worst one for sure.
Yes. But yeah.
I remember off topic, but there's a streamer that on Twitch, and his chat likes to make fun of him that he's a loser, and he was fighting this boss, and they were making fun of him. Oh, he's fighting himself.
Oh, that's mean.
That fucking killed me. Okay. Any other bosses that you like?
I mean, Deluge talked about Dragon Slayer armor. I really do like that fight a lot. There's something about like the really mean, aggressive ones that don't let you like BS around. They're like, no, you're gonna fight me. You're gonna have to learn how to dodge my attacks, learn how to position, and I'm gonna hit like a truck.
Yeah, and basically circling around him doesn't really work because of his big ass shield.
Yeah. And just slap you.
Basically, the shield is more dangerous than the axe.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Well, and also because it can defend him, so...
Yeah, and I liked his one move. You think you downed him, like, he seems staggered, but he just brushes it off and fucking makes a... What is it called? Like, he hits the ground with his axe, and he can, like, push you back.
Oh, yeah, the feint. Yeah.
Yes. That's really cool.
Also, side note, he has a helmet shaped almost identically to Ornstein's.
Yeah, basically.
He got a little poofy.
Which makes sense, Dragon Slayer, so...
And he has the most stupid bonfire placement ever.
Yeah, everybody always likes to talk about that. It's like, do y'all really want to walk like the extra 50 feet? I think we all know that other bonfire there is way too convenient.
Yeah, I think it takes literally 20 seconds.
Right, but that's 20 seconds we'd be spending in the archives, not walking.
Oh, I don't really like the archives, by the way.
Nobody likes the archives.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
Well, yeah, they look cool.
Visually.
But I don't like having to dunk my head in wax so I don't get slapped.
That was fun.
That's all I got, though. It looks cool. That's it.
Alright.
Any other?
I talked about Champion.
Oh, did we talk about the giant doors?
Oh!
The door shields. The meme shields. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Out of all the weapons that came out of that DLC, that's probably my favorite one. Because it was the perfect counter to those stupid paired greatswords.
I like the... It's called the halberd, but it's actually like a... It looks like an axe. What was it called? You get it from the old lady at the beginning of...
the split leaf.
Ring.
Yeah, the split leaf glaive. That thing's really good.
But it has spin to win, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't use your FP.
Yep.
Which is weird.
Super weird.
Until you spin, it doesn't use your FP. But if you press R1, then you use FP.
Well, it used to be like that with that other greatsword that had the stompy attack, where you could just stompy all you wanted and it never used your FP until you did the final stomp.
And I think it only... Yeah?
No, go ahead. It's not...
Was gonna say it only makes it cooler because I didn't like that in DS3 all the cool skills were locked behind FP, and I didn't even level up any what's the stat? Attunement?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So I couldn't really be flashy with my moves.
Oh.
Also, yeah, I love that they're just like, oh, by the way, we put 2 magic lightsabers in this game.
What's the other one?
Aquamarine dagger and the ring knight sword.
Oh, you're right. That is kind of like a lightsaber, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You get magical extensions of the blade, which is super sick. Both kind of just okay, though.
Yeah.
Also, the double ringed city knight greatswords.
They're terrible. I hate them. They're awful.
Yeah, they're pretty much garbage, but they look really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, everybody was using those for ever, and then they nerfed them, and it's like, and the trash they go. I'm just like, ha! Ha! What you get?
Someone's salty.
I
want to hear your thoughts on the wyvern, ancient wyvern.
Goodbye, 10 out of 10.
Boring. The fact that he precedes the Nameless King is shameful.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, he's just kind of there.
That's the word.
Unless he's there to make the Nameless King look even better.
Well, there you go.
To be fair.
It's the truth. Ooh.
Maybe. And you can cheese him as well. Because you can jump on the ledge and then onto his head from the stairs.
I never fought him normally, and I'll never fight him normally. I always just cheese him.
Or you can just, there's a spot that he doesn't breathe his fire.
You're right. You're talking about that ledge skip where you could jump off the ledge and onto his head.
Yes.
I remember that. That shit was wild.
And also you can use bow and stand in one spot because he doesn't reach you in one spot. But it takes 7-8 minutes.
I got 999 arrows. I got time.
I don't think even 99 is enough. I think you need 200.
Oh, yeah, 999 arrows.
Yeah. Basically.
Nameless is really good, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. What's the word? The end to the area. The arena itself is so cool. You fight basically on the clouds.
No, that's super cool. What are we standing on right now?
His implicated lore is pretty cool too. I like how I feel like a secret boss should feel pretty unexplained. Just for my personal taste, because it makes them feel more mysterious. Like you found something you weren't supposed to be able to find, right? So I really like that mystery.
Because it's Nameless King is the first son of Gwyn, right?
Assumed, yes.
Yes. Known as Larry.
He was like exiled because he sided with the dragons.
Yes.
Yeah. At least that's the belief lore. I like how you can actually kind of find you can find markings on the Faram helmet, I think it is. That kind of shows like someone of Gwyn fighting a dragon or something like that. I don't know. Cool stuff.
And the cutscene between the phases when like you kill the dragon and he absorbs.
So sad.
And the wind alone can like fucking kill you almost.
Yeah. Oh man, what a good fight.
On the other hand, what do you think about something like Wolnir?
I like that fight. Okay.
You do?
Yeah, it's okay. A little gimmick fight. Like there's gimmick fights in every entry in the Soul series. It's just part of the charm, as far as I'm concerned.
I just don't like that it was him because like the appearance of him is so cool, and you just slap his hands.
Right. Well, I used that great sword for like my whole first run through that game. Beauty, absolute beauty. And then they buffed it.
Huh?
The great sword. Yeah, they buffed Wolnir's great sword. They gave it a little bit of hyper armor on that attack, and they also made it scale off of your faith and deal more damage.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
It's nifty, is what it is.
And I wanna mention that I hate Smoldering Lake.
Everybody does. Crabs, crossbows, Capra Demons.
The fucking catapult or ballista.
Whatever you want to call it.
The big ass worm.
Oh yeah, Lightning Fred.
At least you get a slap from him, but
True.
Jesus Christ.
Demon area doesn't look too bad though.
A pretty forgettable boss, Old Demon King, I think.
Old Demon King?
Yeah.
I like when he starts raining meteorites. That's pretty cool.
And when you thought the area was shit, then you go into this fucking maze.
Lazy doesn't like mazes.
Jesus Christ, that was too much even for me.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wild down there. I'll give you that.
It was like the catacombs, like squared, or I don't know, taken to whatever power.
And then at the very end, you get to the crossbow and you turn it off. It's like, I don't even need this turned off anymore.
No, it's so weird that his boss fight is at the beginning of an area. So you didn't have to interact with that whole entrance area or anything like that.
But what sucks is this area has a lot of cool items.
Yep, that's the alert.
A lot of like miracles and spells and so on.
Eugene has that cool talisman that lets you cast miracles and pyromancies.
Oh yeah, the hairy talisman. Hairy Larry.
Also a reminder of, in this maze, there's one of the worst rooms in Dark Souls history, I think. The one with like 3 mages, and they have these fireballs above their heads. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the fucking weird ass Capra looking demons. Yeah.
I have no idea how how do you take no damage on this room?
Oh, you backstab them.
I have no idea how, because like...
Oh, are you talking about like the Grooves, where they throw out all the poison mist and shit?
No. Those are different ones.
Those are different. You talking about the big ugly ones with the fucking suns over their heads?
Yes.
I ain't fucking sure he's out on that one.
I mean, all Grooves fucking suck.
They do. They use poison weapons. Freaking.
I mean, speaking of Grooves, Faron Keep.
Right?
Christ.
That's an area.
At least Abyss Watchers are at the end.
Yeah. They give you a shortcut too, all the way back to the forest. I'm like, I didn't want to come back here, but thanks.
And it's an open area, but it's like you can get lost so easily. It's ridiculous.
Oh, those giant grooves also really suck.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and they are always in groups of 3 or 4.
Just like run to the flame, get the cutscene. Good times.
Anything else?
Dark Souls 3.
Fun note on the old King boss fight: if you get him down to like 10% health or less, he'll do an attack where he uses the rest of his energy, and then he can't fight anymore. So he just hobbles around toward you, trying to kill you with what he has left.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really wish they would make it easier to see that stuff instead of making bosses that are kind of pushovers that you don't really actually get to see the cool stuff.
I mean, they really like to hide the boss fights sometimes, like Grave Tender, for example.
You get to see that stuff when you go there early, because the only reason you go there, well, you find it late game, but you can go there early to pick up the large shards.
Yeah. I mean, the whole, what is it called, the Nameless King area?
Dragon Peak. Dragon something Peak.
Yes.
Arc Dragon Peak.
How the fuck do you figure out that you have to use
specific gesture in a specific spot? Again, there's no NPC dialogue about this anywhere.
So cool, though.
Some people have too much time on their hands.
That's the Souls community, my friend.
I wonder how quickly this was found.
I didn't hear of it until like 3 or 4 weeks after the game was out. They released that teaser trailer or whatever, that gameplay of the dragon area, and then people were playing through the games like, I didn't find that area. I looked everywhere. Where is it? And they're like, oh, we got this emo called Path of the Dragon. Oh, there's these guys sitting over here doing Path of the Dragon. Maybe let's sit over here and do Path of the Dragon. Oh, hey, look, we're in the area now. That's the story I was told.
And it was like
Go ahead.
It was like a curveball too, because after you fight Wolnir, you get that gesture, right? You go into the room. There's the enemy from that area, the peak, and he does the gesture. You kill him, you get the gesture, I think.
Well, that's not until you get to Lothar Castle. That's the you fight Osiris to get that, and it's behind an illusionary wall.
Sorry. That was Osiris. So the curveball is there's untended graves behind the wall, so you would think that's the only hidden thing around the area, right? Nope, it's not. And I was like, damn, I found this on my own. What am I missing? Like, I beat the game, I beat Soul of Cinder, and I'm looking at the list of bosses, and I'm missing 2 bosses. Interesting.
But yeah, great game.
Okay, Ben, you probably want to move on to your favorite game?
Most likely, yes. Yeah.
So talk about Bloodborne today, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. It's the Bloodborne podcast. We call it Bloodcast.
If you want to skip the Bloodborne part, skip like 5 hours.
Yeah, fucking put a little thingy on the screen right about here somewhere. There you go.
Yeah, do chapters, Deluge.
Absolutely. To be fair, if you got like a playlist or something, having chapters on there, fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, because I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna pick underrated bosses instead of favorite, because we all know the favorite bosses, right? Ludwig, Maria, Gehrman, Gascoigne, like all the... What?
Orphan, probably.
Orphan too.
He's mixed for people, but
the giant spider.
I would say my favorites are probably Ibridis, because of how weird her fight is. Because she's kind of like traditional big boss, but she's also got like weird spells and stuff.
Can I guess what's your next pick is gonna be?
Yeah, sure.
Logarius?
Boom.
God damn it.
Boom.
God damn it.
Lazy from downtown in the corner. Oh my god.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
That was like a no-scope right there.
I would say it's a mix of range and the setting of the fight as well.
It's pretty intense as well.
Also, the way that they solved him falling off the roof is really funny. There's like an invisible wall that's coming down from the top of the map, right? but it cuts off right at as tall as you are, so you can still roll off. But Licarius is too tall, so he won't fall off.
That's funny.
I've had him fall off though.
Oh, maybe they fixed that after a while.
Anything can happen.
It's true. Well, there might be like a hole in it or something. I don't know what the deal is, but I've had him fall off 1 or 2 times. It doesn't happen a lot. It's very Blue Moon, but it does happen.
I mean, look at how DS1 and DS2 are broken apart.
Yeah.
Don't talk about
wrong warps, and you can like warp to kill off the first flame in like 15 minutes or something.
It's true.
What about you guys for favorite bosses?
Dark Souls 3? Dark Souls 3?
Bloodborne.
On Bloodborne?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 only.
Go ahead, do yours, Lazy.
And we already said Ludwig, Orphan, Logarius, Gehrman, and I also have Father Gascoigne.
Yeah.
Pretty
Father
cool.
Gasoline.
Pretty cool introduction to this series, I guess. Maybe Bloodborne is not a series, but
I would say it's definitely a good mood setter, and it explains why maybe they didn't do the branching path like they seemed to do, because you know how there's that one door that connects, but you can't use it past Cleric Beast. It makes me think that maybe you could kill either one of them to progress, right? And then they were like, but if you kill Cleric Beast, he doesn't really prepare you for the game. So they kind of bottlenecked you a little bit toward Gascoigne, since he will actually, like, kind of kick your teeth in first.
I could very much see that being a thing. Because they do a very good job of making Yharnam feel very interconnected, considering how many ways like branch back to each other. But it's still a very linear area.
Yeah. But
I think it's like a pretty cool starting area. The atmosphere like hits you in the teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, and after you fight the first boss, you get your first big sexy weapon. You're just like, I'm ready now.
I don't know why. Yeah?
Oh, I was gonna say even just the people you interact with through their houses and stuff like that, just telling you to like screw off and like how it's all your fault and like dirty outsider and stuff like that. Just the oppression. Everything just sucks. Now they talk to Gilbert, but so.
And the British accent is so on point.
It's true.
Hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt with a hunting hood.
That one. What was she called? Eileen?
Yeah.
God, she's bad.
Yeah, that accent is. Jesus, what even is that?
It's not Cockney. I'll tell you that. It's not Welsh.
Nah.
So I really don't know.
Let me find out.
God, she's so cool, bro. What a cool character. And a lot of the cool NPCs in that game are like characters who are almost past their prime and stuff like that. Like Jura's old. Gascoigne is basically dead. Past her prime. You don't know anybody.
Someone said it's like North England.
North England.
Oh.
Okay.
Leeds or Yorkshire.
I was gonna say she sounded like she's from Leeds, but I'm not well educated in accents. Not even from my own home country. Womp.
Yeah, I only know the general ones that everyone knows probably.
Yeah.
What were you saying? NPCs?
Yeah, I was just saying how like, I mean, this is just the Dark Souls thing in general. How you're past a lot of people's primes and a lot of the good days, right? You know, you're in like the shitty days.
Yep.
Where everything's already happened and stuff like that. You know, it's just really interesting because like Eileen's old and she can't do as much as she could before, and like Gehrman's just a washed up dude who's present in a dream, and like, it's just cool. The atmosphere feels very consistent and good.
And not to mention, like, it's one of the, I think it's the only Souls game where majority of the NPCs, their quest lines end in them dying.
True. Actually.
That is in question. It is not confirmed.
All right, you can live with denial. I don't care.
Hey, this denial makes me happy. Let me have it.
You can have it. Like, I'm not questioning your denial. You can have it. I'm talking about Alfred. Alfred dies. What's her face dies. The hooker dies.
Eileen,
the old man dies. Eileen dies. Yeah, that too. Alfred, or no, not Albert. Albert also dies.
Someone turns into a
That's Albert.
werewolf.
Yeah.
That's Gilbert.
Gilbert, that's it.
Whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
Delusion, what about you for favorite bosses?
Bloodletting Beast. Headless Bloodletting Beast. Amygdala in the Chalice Dungeon.
Amygdala?
Yes. In the Chalice Dungeon, not the normal one.
Oh. That's even weirder.
And
there's the file, but there's also the regular one in the Chalice, I think.
Watchdog of the Old Lords. That's a really good one, especially when you start getting to like depth 5 Lauren Chalices. He's really fucking hard. Really good boss.
The dog kicked my fucking ass.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Time. What's funny, I was doing the defiled one and I first tried him somehow.
Right?
Wow.
Because the first one kicked my ass so much that I actually downloaded his moveset.
Hell yeah. Well, it's a really good spacing combo with a limb stagger fight, which is probably the strongest thing Bloodborne has going for it, is that you can break the boss's limbs and you get more damage.
Oh yeah, I love that. Like Vicar Amelia, for example.
Hell
you can break every limb and chain staggers.
No, you get people being like, "Oh, all she ever does is heal. How do you kill her?" It's like, well, you gotta break her limbs so she won't heal.
Yeah.
It's convenient on certain bosses like cleric based who heal themselves, and it's like, oh cool, now I can just break his leg again.
Exactly. No, you get what is it? You chain the staggers together. It's like head break, arm break, other arm break, butt break. Perfect. Beautiful.
What do you guys think about Lawrence?
I like that one. That one's actually not that bad.
So
I didn't even notice the first time, but it's actually a cleric beast reskin.
Exactly. Except he does fire damage now.
Yeah, and the third phase when he slaps the ground, it's a cool iframe practice.
It is.
Yeah. I'd say he's a near miss for me. He's good, but it's just there's some stuff that make him kind of annoying and not really fun to fight.
I don't like that he has a huge moveset, and you can barely even tell the moves apart because he's covered in hair and you can barely see his punches, and you know what I'm saying probably.
Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of the big boy boss fights, especially with something like Bloodletting Beast, where you're basically just hanging out underneath him. You don't even know what he's doing up there.
Oh, speaking of which, camera plus frame rate on the, what was it called? The Loran Dark Beast?
Oh,
the electric one?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's not the best.
I think it dipped into 15 FPS for me.
Oof. Yeah, no, it drops hard sometimes.
God,
and it's I wouldn't even be mad if it didn't matter. But he has this huge AoE, and I always iframe it because I hugging him all the time because you have to.
Yeah, because it's a limb break fight.
And guess what? If the FPS is varied, the timing is varied, so you're fucked.
Pretty much. I mean, at that point, I'm just I'd rather time my heal because I have a better time. It's a lot easier just to time the heal tank than it is to time the roll. I'm just fuck it, I got vials, let's go.
I didn't think about that. That's a good strat.
Hell yeah, because if you time it perfectly, you don't lose too much HP, and you also don't get staggers. You go right back into attacking.
My fight was basically RNG Fiesta until it stopped dropping frames.
Yeah. The Chalice dungeons are very poorly optimized, and that's definitely an area Bloodborne falls short, for sure.
I think that's the worst fight just because of how it is optimized, or how is it not optimized.
Exactly. What?
Mikolash? That is a interesting one.
Yeah, it's a fight.
I don't think I would say he's worst in function. I'd say he's worst in execution because the concept makes sense.
But
it's just so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I was running through the fight for like I was getting the platinum trophy and I had to fight him. Like I knew exactly what to do, and it still takes a long time to just run around.
Yeah, and unless you can like cheese him, you have to deal with like maybe getting one-shotted if you do make one small mistake in the second phase.
Oh yeah, whatever the spell is called,
the Star
Call
Bomb.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Yes.
That.
And I was actually at 99 stats when I was fighting him, and I died.
Ah.
God, I hate that attack so much.
Yeah, well, the thing is that the one he does has way better tracking than the one we got. They actually nerfed the one we got, where it has less hyper armor, and it also has way worse tracking.
Yeah, it's always like this. Like, you get the toys the bosses play with, and it's shit.
I don't know, it's pretty good in Elden Ring so far, playing around with those Ashes of War. I've only found like one or two that are just kind of eh.
I'm not using
use those
them
yet.
You're not using them. That's like the best part.
I'm a purist.
You're square is what you are.
Well, Revan pointed out they work like infusions, so that's pretty cool.
That is true.
So you could I'll basically change your stats.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've got this one that does like this holy like buff you thing, but it also lets my weapon scale off my faith and my strength.
Yeah.
So basically, essentially, it doubles the damage of my weapon.
I should probably look into it more.
Give it the old perusal, my friend. There's a lot of stuff you should probably perusal, my friend.
It's also really nice that almost every boss can guaranteed give you their weapon.
Oh yeah.
First boy just gives you his weapon if you beat him.
Oh, the fucking Holy Rider?
Yeah,
Holy Rider.
It gives you his halberd.
Yeah.
And then
I sold
the dual hammer guy in one of those little dungeons gives you his hammer. Just if you just beat him, you're just dead. You got it.
Pumpkinhead?
Oh yeah, I killed him today. The Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love Pumpkinhead.
You had a Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Wasn't he called like Met Pumpkinhead?
Something like that, yeah. He's like Meatbag Pumpkinhead, something like that.
Oh my god, I was so focused on his pecs and the hammers that I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes I'm so focused on the fight that I forget the name of the boss I'm fighting.
Yeah, well, to be fair, as long as you're concentrating on what matters, you know? Not getting hit and looking like shit.
Like the boss fight before the castle, I still can't remember. He starts with M.
It says Magister. Lazy.
No.
I haven't got
it. Margit?
That's close.
Yeah.
That's
Margit.
Close. Maybe it's Margis or something. Magis?
No, Margit sounds right.
Margit.
Yeah, Margit or Margit.
Something like that.
So Margit.
Oh, it's Marmot. Like Marmite.
Marmite?
See?
Haha.
Marmite to fucking spider. Spider-mite.
Good one.
Thank you.
So I don't want to talk about it too much since you haven't played it, but what I will say is about Demon Souls, just to not say on it super long, but say really cool, of how much has stayed since Demon Souls. Like, a lot of Miyazaki's experimentation is still there. So, like how the checkpoints function, how the upgrade system works, it's just been tweaked, but it's still there. It's just better now, right?
It's true. Yeah, because the whole infusing your weapons to give them better scaling, that's actually straight out of Demon Souls.
Yeah. He got a surprising amount, they got a surprising amount of stuff right the first time, and it's just been tweaked to be better now. It's really cool. The dude really knows how to make a game.
It was either Vigivati or Sunlight Blade that said, Miyazaki's been refining the formula for a particular type of game for over 10 years now. Because he knows exactly what he wants to make. And Elden Ring is proof of that.
I like that before the hard boss fights, they give you these little statues that you can respawn on.
Yeah, checkpoints.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in an open world game, that just kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Especially in Dark Souls Type 1.
Yeah,
So I was thinking about this last night. Do you know how, like, in some games, developers will add things to make the game easier, but then also make the game easier in other ways? You know? So it just feels unnecessary to do all of those things?
Yeah.
But, like, Elden Ring is like, hey, here's this thing to make your life easier, which means we're allowed to make other things really hard.
Right? No, seriously.
Yeah, basically.
It doesn't pull punches, but it adds convenience factor, which makes it more endurable and enjoyable.
What is
which is
it?
good.
It's like those spirit summons you can do. Like, I got this one that's like a jellyfish. I'm just like, that thing's perfect. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it's really good at taking hits. So I'm just all like, yeah, fight the jellyfish. Like, keep your hands on my jellyfish. I just throw him out there. He's like spitting acid on like the things and stuff. I'm just like, yeah, take it, jelly, take it.
But basically, that's what they have done with Margit, because the bonfire just before him. So it's like you can justify him being so hard early on.
No, seriously. Well, they even give you an NPC summon for free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not a normie.
Good for you, Lazy. Good for
Shots
you.
fired.
A gold star for Lazy. Everybody, Lazy's not a normie. Get him the Souls Cup. He needs to drink for the Cup of Souls.
Cup of Souls.
To be fair, I did beat the dragon on horseback only, and I feel kind of bad now. Because he was kind of too easy. The first dragon in like the big pond area.
I don't care. I fed the other dragon the heart, and I got me some cool claws for it, so...
That one was in the beta, I think?
It was, the CNT.
I still haven't fought it. I know where it is, but didn't get around to it.
Hey, no worries.
I recommend it.
I think I talked about to you, Deluge, before. I'm in I think I'm pretty sure I'm in the late game area, because I'm getting one shot by the boss and I'm getting those runes level 7s.
If you notice your stat sheet, there's this one stat at the bottom called Death. If you put some points into Arcane, that goes up to like 10, 15-ish. That Death is basically, it stops you from getting one shot. So if you sit around 15, 20-ish, you won't get one shot by bosses.
There's a natural guts in this game? What the hell?
Essentially, yes. I'm not entirely sure how it works exactly, but people have been testing it. And it's like, if you just get your Arcane up to like 10, 12, 15-ish, so your death stats above 10, 15.
I am already up 10.
In Arcane?
Because I started with Wretched.
Maybe that's like mid-game then. Maybe in late game you need a little bit more death resistance. Maybe it comes down to like what your armor is. There's a lot of factors, and I don't even really understand anything about it, to be perfectly honest with you.
And that's fine. It's day 2.
It's day 2. Oh yeah, it's only day 2. Dang.
Jesus. And I didn't even scratch the surface.
I already have 9 hours in it.
Right, I think I'm up to like 15 or something.
I have 10.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
What level did you guys beat Margit?
I was like level 15 something.
I haven't fought Margit yet.
13.
Damn.
God
damn.
And you didn't even have any help, did you?
Nope.
I had me a jellyfish and a sorcerer. I'm just like, get him, boys! Get him! And I got this really cool weapon art that's like a poison cloud that puts poison on my weapon. I'm just slapping it with my poison sword. I'm like, die! Die!
Man, that Pokemon Legends Arceus update looking kind of weird.
Right? I summon Jellymon in attack mode. I put Pew Pew Sorcerer Boy in defense mode.
Honestly, it was one of those fights that I didn't even mind dying on, because the fight is so good that I enjoy actually learning it. It was the same for me with Gale. But Gale didn't even took me that long. Took me 2 tries, but this guy took me a long time, like an hour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I had to leave him for a day and then come back. And I was like, should I gain some levels? Nah, I've got the jellyfish.
I was stubborn. It took me 10 times to beat Horseman in the beginning. But I did.
Horseman?
It's fun.
I had to skip him and come back.
Yeah, usually I come back with the horse. He's way easier with the horse.
I mean, I started with Wretched, so I had no fucking damage.
Loser!
I do now.
Yeah,
I do now.
Are you just like wearing whatever bumblefuck armor you could find?
Yeah, the one... the colorful armor all the weak enemies had.
Yeah.
It dropped for me and I had to wear it.
That's hilarious. Whenever you get invited to the table, you can buy some knight armor. I think you were talking about looking
Yeah,
like
I started buying some pieces.
Okay. Then you're geared up. You're fine.
Yeah,
Hugs and kisses.
like a proper generic knight.
Hooray!
Alrighty, boys. Well, I feel like that's gonna have to be my thoughts because I'm gonna need to wrap up.
I don't know. You got anything else you want to talk about, Lazy?
I wanted to mention one thing in Bloodborne. Where
yes.
was? Oh, that I don't like those. You know, in chalices you have these bosses, not really
quote
bosses.
unquote bosses. Yes.
Yes. Regular enemies, more like
with a big
with
HP
more
bar.
HP.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the pig gets one extra move.
Namely, Man-Eater Boar and Brain Sucker.
Yeah. Don't forget about Silver Beast.
Yeah, I even forgot about that one.
He doesn't even get any new moves.
And I have to mention that I hate the Undead Giant with chains.
Yeah, that's the worst one. I call that boy the run killer because he's killed so many of my chalice runs. I shit you not.
Yeah, I have maybe not PTSD, but when I hear chains, I think of him.
Right.
I think he actually took me longer than Orphan.
I would believe that. He's like, oh boy.
Spin to fucking win.
Yeah, no, seriously. And the one that has like the cannon, fucking cakewalk. But the guy with the chains, you're just all like, what is my life right now?
Any other one is so easy.
Yeah. Like, yeah, even old knife hands is like, eh.
And though you would think that this one would be a cakewalk as well. Nope. Fuck you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I did figure out a strat where if you save the boil, which is very hard, you can actually skip a lot of the later phase, but it's so not worth it for the amount of planning you have to do to not hit it.
If you break his arm, it's really hard to do, but if you break his arm, he doesn't chain spin if you're at medium distance.
What?
You'll only do it if you're close or far away.
Yeah, it worked like that, I think. Yeah.
Harder, not harder. Got it.
But it's still hard.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because that's his bopper. Like, if you attack that arm, he's gonna slap you with it, and you probably end up getting counter hit and being one shot.
At first, I was like trying to iframe the chains, and like it was working, but like randomly these chains have like the hitboxes are so wonky.
It's a lingering hitbox is the thing, because you spin the first ones and the other ones, because you notice when they flip back around, they all go blah 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 all over the place. Yeah, like I think it lingers because of that.
They could actually like hit you twice at the very beginning and at the end when they come back.
Yeah, if I don't have like Old Hunter's Bone or something equipped, I don't even bother. I'm just like, I gotta go. Run away.
Oh, speaking of which, last thing. Eileen questline.
Yeah?
Do you remember that fucking enemy in the church?
Bloody Crow of Caners.
Hell yeah.
That is one of the hardest non-boss enemies. Like, actually harder than some bosses.
The trick with him is just don't give him an inch. Just don't give him an inch. If you give him space, he'll shoot you. If you get up like real close, he'll fuck you. And like if you start healing, he'll fuck you even harder.
Yeah. He was using some kind of item, I don't remember.
That's the Hunter's Bone.
Yes, I started using it as well, so...
It's a really good item.
Playing field is even.
Yeah.
That's it, I think.
That's it.
That's all I have to say.
We want to wrap this up? Yes?
Yeah.
Alright, closing thoughts. My closing thoughts are jellyfish. Awesome. I like the jellyfish. Might look into not using the broadsword for the rest of Elden Ring because it's kind of normy. But I do really like the miracles. Like, all the miracles are really interesting and cool. Like, I know it's a lot of like, oh, you heal, or oh, look, it's force. But you also get some really, really, like, not without saying too much, there's some really interesting ones that aren't just like, oh, look, it's a spear of lightning. You know what I'm saying? So, that and my horse yak is named Torrent. He's like a horse yak.
You wouldn't download a horse.
Oh,
you get it?
Yes, I do get it.
So, you guys want a like mild spoiler of an item that I know exists?
What is it?
What kind of item?
Yeah.
It's a weapon. It's a unique weapon.
The Guts Greatsword?
Lols.
No.
Are you talking about the fucking bouquet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the bouquet, dude.
What
the fuck? I don't know what that is, but I
know
don't
that
really
guy
care.
at the beginning of the game's like, oh, you lowly tarnished, and you gank him, and he fights you with like a bouquet.
Yeah, I think.
As soon as you get out to him, you sit at the grace, and he's like all white and shit, and he's like, "Ew, fuck you, boy," you know? No? Okay. That's the weapon he uses.
I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the weapon he fights with. It does like literally no damage, but like it's a 2-hit bleed weapon. And it's also a casting catalyst, and it's also like it can buff itself as well. It's super weird.
I've seen bleed is fucking stupid OP.
It's fucking chonkers, bonkers, right? The donkers, bro. Poison's also really good. Poison's it's not OP, but it's really good.
Another cool thing in the forest, whatever it's called, you like use the gesture to snap your fingers, and the NPC appears, which is really cool.
What?
Where do you get that gesture?
That's neat.
You talk to a NPC nearby, you're gonna find him anyways.
Has anybody found the pot yet?
No,
I found the pot.
What kind of pot?
Name's Alexander.
Not the good kind, apparently.
I mean,
not interested.
Smoke a joint of weed in England?
Why in England?
Yeah, I smoke it.
I don't think that was.
All right, everybody. This has been Quest Complete. The wonderful guest, Lazy. You got anything you want to plug, Lazy?
Not really. Follow Deluge.
Follow me. I'm the best. Don't worry about Lazy. He's got a Twitch somewhere out there. Don't worry. Link in the description. Benny, you can find him on Twitter. He tweets, retweets, hashtags, whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Yes. And this has been our thoughts on Souls and such. You've been a wonderful audience, everybody. Goodbye.
See ya.